Do you think that insurance model, the Ayswad Bharat scheme, is a successful model?
What are the challenges at the health front being faced by a rural woman?
What are some of the challenges that the TDS system currently faces in our country?
Medical tourism are getting more frequent in India these days. So what are the reasons behind that, and what all are the hubs of medical tourism?
Do you know what is India's position as far as cancer treating drugs are concerned?
Begin, sir. Yes, come in.
Good afternoon, sir. Please be seated.
Thank you, sir.
Please give a brief introduction about yourself.
So myself, Gore Akash. I came from the Jalna district of Maharashtra. I have done graduation as MBBS. This is my second interview at UPSC with Anthropology as optional.
You're Akash. Akash, tell me, you're an introduced doctor. Why did you opt for medical sciences as your optional subject for the UPSC?
So I have done graduation as MBBS, but the Anthropology I think is a better optional for my preparation of UPSC. It has both human biology related syllabus as well as the social aspect. So it is a holistic understanding of the human being.
Okay.
In medical science, it's only about the physical, what we study, biological. But in anthropology, it's a social aspect also. So I think it's better way.
Okay. Talking about the health system of our country, how do you rate our health system?
Rating in sense of what?
Is it good? It's bad? It's fantastic. Something will required to be done. What is lacking? What is not lacking? For few points.
So we are doing good in terms of the affordable services. The tourism, the health tourism in India is increasing. The cheaper rates is attracting the foreign patients in India. Also, the India is considered the pharmacy of the world. So, generic drugs we are exporting huge scale. But there are issues of the quality, the quality cares and the infrastructure issues, especially at the grassroots. We need to address that.
You must have familiar with Ayushman Bharat scheme.
Yes.
Do you think that insurance model, the Ayushman Bharat scheme, is a successful model?
Yes, to some extent, the insurance model is successful because the health out of pocket expenditure of the people is around 48%. So for a poor family, it seems to be a catastrophic expenditure, and that can push into the poverty.
So what is the controversy around this scheme? People say that there's a problem in the implementation of this scheme. With the nexus between doctors and the insurance company.
Yes, there is a ethical angle also comes under it. There are allegations of unnecessary diagnostic tests and surgeries being carried out, and the cut practices.
Okay. What is the concept of missing middle in the scheme?
So basically, for the poor section, the poverty is taken care by the subsidized rate of the insurance schemes, and for those richer section can afford by the own money. So basically, we are missing out the middle section, the country. So we need to focus on that.
What are the general problems faced by Indian doctors in the hospitals today?
So workload is to do my first key is workload and shift hours. Second is the infrastructure availability. So there is a lack of essential drugs, diagnostic kits, and X-ray, blood investigation. These are lacking in the grassroots at the PSCA community center. What are the safety issues? The recent the Kolkata issues highlight the lack of safety at the hospitals.
Those are nuclear medicine, isn't it? So what is it? And this radiation therapy and nuclear therapy is one and the same, or they are two different things?
So I need to
read all this. Anyway, you have studied anthropology, you said. Who are PVTGs?
So these are the particular vulnerable travel groups. Earlier these were called as a primitive groups, but it was seen to be more derogatory, so it was removed. These are the more backward sections among the STs. These were constituted on the recommendation of the Delaware commissions. There are a few criteria on the basis of which these are constituted. First, there is a very low level of literacy among them, stagnant or declining population of the ST, and then pre-agricultural level of level of technology. These are the criteria. Thank you.
Akash, how do you understand farmers' distress at present time?
Oh man, the main cause is the farmer. They are not getting the fair remunerative prices. They are supposed to be. The farmers are supposed to be get the 70-60% what consumers pay, but they are getting very less because of the market forces and middleman.
So, how to overcome this?
Man, I think there is need to be reforms in the APMC markets, and we can think of the contract farmings, more private procurements, all this.
What are the challenges our agriculture system is facing at present times?
And the agriculture sector has growth, a constant growth of 4% for a long time. We can increase that. Whatever the yield which we have per hectare yield is very low as compared to China, which has very high yield per hectare. And so farmer suicide is one of the main.
One challenge, another.
The rural distress, the poverty among the farmers, and fragmentation of the land is one factor.
Okay.
The research in the agriculture is low. We need to focus on the capital investment or research more.
Okay. One more.
Lack of mechanization, man. More is primitive techniques.
Primitive techniques. Okay. Akash, tell me that India has a large population, right? So, is this population a burden for us, or we are going to reap the dividend out of it? And if so, how?
Can be the both way. It can be a boon or it can be a bane.
Yes.
Like if we are currently we are in the phase of the demographic dividend. If you are able to scale,
Are we on the phase of dividend, or we are just at the the leverages of demography?
we have the potential to leverage it. We need to have the good human resource potential. We need to kill and educate the people so that we are able to reap the. If we are going to fail that, then it will become a disaster of hamburgers. We have to sustain a.
What are the various schemes government had come up with this to reap the dividend of demographic dividend?
Various employment link programs or skilling programs for the users.
Such as?
Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojanas, ITIs, skilling centers, and more startup booster startup industries.
Okay. Akash, tell me, what are the challenges at the health front being faced by a rural woman?
And the biggest one is the anemia. That is the National Family Health Service shows that nearly more than 50% rural women are anemic. Another one is the malnutrition, and that fuel related issues, the respiratory, because of burning cow bungs.
Just 3 challenges a rural woman is facing?
No, there are more also.
So you're not able to recall?
Yeah, I'm not able to recall.
No issues. Thank you.
Akash, what is Mela economy? Mela, fair.
So it's not able.
Okay, so this particular term is under discussion with regards to the Kumbh Mela that is being organized at Prayagraj. So now can you make an attempt?
It's like economic potential we can generate from the religious festivals like Kumbh Mela now. So the expected the footfall of the 40 crore people are expected to visit there. So it can have boost the regional economy in the greater sense. So we can.
Okay. So what is PDS?
The public distribution system. It is a subsidized rate of distribution grants by the government to the poor section of the society.
Okay. So PDS has been in operation for some time now, and we have seen the benefits of this system, especially to the marginal and the last person standing in the line. What are some of the challenges that the PDS system currently faces in our country?
So there are multiple challenges. It has done very well, but there are a few challenges. Like now, we need to overcome that. First is there are still, it has not reached the last mile. There are many sections, tribal areas, forest. It has not reached to that level. Again, the technological integration that we are doing, that used to be more easy and taking into last mile connectivity.
Okay, so we talk about artificial intelligence and machine learning and its involvement in almost all aspects of life. Do you think AI can play some role in improving the efficiency of the PDS?
Yeah, in the PDS.
Yes.
So we can do that for the analysis, the stock analysis, real-time analysis of the management and flow of the grains, to avoid any corruption and to management of the demand for the according to seasonality. We can forecast.
Okay, perfect. What is foreign exchange reserve?
The
Foreign exchange reserve.
so it's a reserve kept by the central bank in case of any emergency for the to meet the external demand.
What are the components of FXR?
So currently we have here about the 700 billion for foreign exchange reserve.
Are you sure about this figure, $700 billion? Or is it somewhat less or more?
730 capsules.
Okay, so what are the components of it?
So mostly dominated it's US Treasury bills in the form of dollars, some bills and foreign currencies.
We also maintain a component of SDR. What is SDR?
So SDR is a reserve
Special drawing right.
special dynamic silver iron. It's a type of like currency, so we can use that.
Okay. So what is the impact of foreign exchange reserve on the trade that India carries out with its partners? For example, if the FXR goes up, what will happen? If FXR goes down, what will happen?
Foreign exchange rate or
Yes, the trade that India carries out with its partners.
Are you asking a foreign exchange reserve or rate?
Yes, the relationship between FXR and trade. Is there a relationship between the two?
I'm not able to know.
Okay, you're not able to think. No problem. Akash, what do you understand by religious conversions?
So the religious conversion is a change in the fate of a person from one fate to the another fate. It can be voluntary or it can be forced.
Okay, so what is the stand our constitution or law maintains in this regard?
So the constitution allows the voluntary change of the fate, change in the fate, but it should not be the forced one. So the Supreme Court in the judgment called Madhya Pradesh versus state of Madhya Pradesh versus SLBS case also underline this forced conversion is not legal.
Forced conversions are not legal. Okay, my last question to you. The state of Arunachal Pradesh is in news with the same context, that they are trying to invoke the provisions of the earlier enacted act in this regard that talks about forced religious conversions. So what is the context? Why almost after 4 decades of the enactment of this act, why now implementation?
So I'm not aware of that.
Okay, thank you.
Akash,
Yes.
medical tourism are getting more frequent in India these days. So what are the reasons behind that, and what all are the hubs of medical tourism?
So first view is the affordable. As compared to the Western nation, the India has very affordable rates for any surgery, diagnostic tests. So the many foreign tourists are interested in that. Moreover, we are promoting the Indian indigenous Ayush system and the Indian value diagnostic system. So the yoga and naturopathy, these are found to be more interesting to the foreign tourists, so they are more interested in that. Again, the hubs for the Chennai and the Mumbai, these are the prominent center for that.
So what is the market size of this medical tourism last year?
I'm not exact figure.
Approximately 85,000 crore rupees. Anyway, see, right to life also includes right to death. So on what grounds, if you may ask to being a doctor, if I being a patient, if I ask my right to death, well, on what ground you will give the permission?
So in the India, the passive euthanasia is allowed. So if a patient is terminally ill or the medical board approve for the process, so then we can try for the passive euthanasia. There is pain or suffering which is beyond the curable. There is no any option for perfect cure for that. So we can think of that.
Okay. The child labor is the twin term, antithetical to each other. Child means the innocent, whereas labor means hard work. So in context to the new Child Labor Amendment Act, what is the concern?
So I'm not aware of that amendment.
However, you are not aware of it. How do you see the conflict in the organization? It is every organization you will find conflict. The organization in which you are going, there you will find more conflict. So how do you see it in the organization?
So the hierarchy or command structure, that is the one.
Again, hierarchy is a conflict?
No. Which I'm not.
Okay. My last question. In context to Panchayati Raj institution, see, in context to Haryana Rajbala case, Supreme Court has allowed to impose eligibility criteria on the Panchayati Raj institution elections. What criteria Maharashtra does have to contest the Panchayati Raj elections?
So the child norm, 2 child norms,
And
and not ever.
So recently, World Space Awards was organized. Who received the award for it?
What's the
World Space Award. किसको मिला है?
no.
No idea. It's India for Chandrayaan 3. There's this country who's recently developed a treatment, like it's a drug for cancer treatment. Which country is it?
What we can.
They have developed a medicine, a drug for in general cancer treatment. Do you know the country?
No.
Do you know what is India's position as far as cancer treating drugs are concerned? हम कहाँ पे हैं? What is our position? Are we doing anything? Is there any research going on? Can you tell me about it?
The cancer. So we are using latest technology to diagnose cancers. The latest example can be the artificial intelligence, the AIM study, which has used the ASHA workers data collection and use artificial intelligence for early detection of the breast cancers.
Okay. Justin Trudeau has recently resigned from his position as the Prime Minister of Canada. So I'm sure you know it can have implications for India because of all the chaos that he was creating regarding the Khalistani organization and how he would keep blaming India for everything. What do you think is in store for India now that he has resigned?
There is a hope for the better relationship in the coming government. So India needs to have proactive approach and resolve the differences peacefully with country, Canada, and we can have a better relationship.
That's
Okay, thank you very much, Harpas. The interview is over. We'll move on.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Begin, sir.
yes, come in.
We were in Delhi, Akash.
T. Jamal.
PC. You know the importance of this January.
World Leprosy Day.
Anything else? Related to Father of Nation?
Mahatma Gandhi.
selected.
Assassination.
That is very important, isn't it? To read about Mahatma Gandhi also, because 30th of January you'll be going there with some questions on Mahatma Gandhi itself is a topic by itself, a paper by itself, isn't it? So what questions are asked very difficult, but we'll prepare something from basic details. Particularly his views on healthcare and all, that is very important. Women's empowerment, healthcare, childcare, these are important issues. And so social equality and equity, both of those are important areas. That was number one. This is the first attempt.
It's last year given interview.
Last year also I given interview. What was the score?
Coming 154.
क्यों था कम? Did you analyze? Sir, why? I will not able to only. So that is a problem. You know, so wise your soul, but yeah, I can understand. And that is one habit which you have to cultivate. It will not come one day. Adat nahi hai. So you are aspiring to become a civil servant. No? You have to learn how to be effective in your speaking. Yeah? Because we know so many things, but you are not able to make any impression. He's an honest person, okay, he scored something and all that, let us give him 150, 140 and all that. But if you want to score higher marks, 170, 180, 190, then you have to be slightly more affirmative, slightly more positive, isn't it? So that is not happening in today. Last year we have correctly analyzed the problems in your personality. It's not the lack of knowledge. It is your expression problem. Expression, isn't it? So communication skill is one thing which you can't learn in one thing. So one day, isn't it? So just whatever little time is there, and don't take it. Don't lose your heart. अरे मैं जानता नहीं, what can I do, what will I do, and all that. Then it will further impact your performance. Be positive. It's very important. Be positive and try to be very focused, to the point, crisp answers. Like your rural healthcare, no, I am pretty sure you must be aware of all the issues, yes, isn't it? But due to nervousness on this spot, on the spot, yes. You have to, I have nothing to tell you. You know what is a disease. Now you have to have a doctor. You have to treat the disease, no? Once you have treated the disease, then it are always there for you. The only thing you have to work on that only. What we have asked, what you have answered, I am not going to all those details. In 10 days, 15 days time, whatever time is there, try to convince yourself and try to be more energetic, more positive, and some enthusiasm should be seen in your face and in your body. That is see video. See video, that is what is required. Otherwise, you have so many issues that you did not answer this, you did not answer that. Cancer medicine. As a doctor, how can you say, I don't know? It is only the nervousness. Yeah. Must be no worry. Probably go outside carry the cartesian therapy. So you have to collect your thoughts. You have to collect your thoughts. That is what is important, because it is a battery, and the dust wins the battle. Try to be the best. Once you are develop that, cultivate that habit, you do very well. Just have belief in yourself. Nothing more on this. I am not going into nitty-gritty of today's interview, but prepare yourself. We have a student of anthropology and medicine. Medicine we have studied. Yes. So some question. Last time, what 5 more questions were asked?
So nothing from there was single question from medicine why I want to sales service, nothing from that. And the rest all questions were out of that, like bombs of that, economy and all.
Economy. So that is another which always was there, but he is supposed to be giving good marks, Mr. Chaube.
In the range of 50s and 60.
Normally, if somebody extraordinary can only gets there. Otherwise, extreme. Yeah. How have you done in your mains compared to last year?
It was okay.
If you compare both the performance, is almost similar.
Similar.
So all the best. Yeah, do your best, and don't get disheartened. Don't go as a candidate with a low morale. Keep your morale high and try to show that you are enjoying the interview. और कोड का बटन खोल के बैठना. हाँ, कोड का बटन बंद किया हुआ है. When you sit down, you unbutton your coat. Okay. So all the best. Thanks. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.